How you doing, guys? Today I wanted to do a video on this Kingdom Slammer. This is from the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy line. I got this from BBTS recently, along with Pipes, who I've done a video on. So let's get to it. Again, really nice artwork on these boxes. Shame I usually just trash these. But you can see Slammer there in his robot mode, and here he is in his tank mode. And here it shows you his robot mode, tank mode, and this guy is very similar to Siege 6 gun, where you could take him pretty much apart piece by piece, and he can be worn by different Autobots. I think the instructions show him with Wheeljack. In this case, in the back of the box, they show him with pipes. But I think you could really put on the parts on pretty much any Transformer from the War for Cybertron line. So we'll put that aside. You also get your instructions. You guys can see the whole step here. This guy is pretty much like a parts former, which I don't mind so much. And I also got this art card, which I usually just put away. And the main topic is this little guy here. Here he is. Just moving the camera. Here's Slammer. I had been waiting for this guy once he was announced. Just wanted to complete the whole set. I have the Metroplex and Scamper and 6 gun. So again, just because I'm a big fan of Transformers, especially G1, I thought it'd be great to have this guy. I think they did like a drone Autobot, if I'm not mistaken, that came with a bunch of accessories. I believe that's based, Slammer is sort of based on that mold specifically. And like 6 gun, he's pretty, I guess, modular. You can take the different parts and attach them to different robots. I think as far as the figure itself, it's really nice. It's nice and a bit chunky. He does feel a bit hollow. Here, that's part of the transformation. And the back too, this piece comes out. But I think overall, I am happy with it. The only issue I had, and I didn't notice this right out of the box, but you can see stress marks there, here, and here, and not so much here. So essentially, there is this part goes tabbed in here, and I don't know if mine in the factory, when they put this together, the tab was like sticking out this way, so I had to undo the screw and sort of put everything back together in place. So now he has that, which is a shame, but I guess the joys of a mass-produced toy. And he has, your standard articulation. There's a knee. He's got some ankle rockers, which are part of the transformation itself. He waist swivels. Again, the shoulders, elbows, etc. The back part here does move. I mean, you could take that off, and then here's the head. I really like the head. I think it reminds me a lot of a GoBot rather than a Transformer, but I like that. And then there's the Autobot Insignia. I do like this little guy. I think he's a nice addition. If at least for me, I have Metroplex and 6 gun and Scamper, so I just want to put the whole set together. This gun you could take out. That's one of the accessories that he comes with, and you can attach it at any time. So I figure we can go through the transformation. I guess if you can kind of sort of call it that, because it's just taking a lot of his body parts apart. So essentially, arms here, and you turn this way. Do the same thing here. Up, turn it this way, and then you pull his arms out. There you go, one. Here you go, two. And the instructions do tell you to you're going to put these two together, almost like it'll look like a shield. So there are tabs here and then another section, and the same thing here on the other arm, and you're just kind of gonna you can see better here, put them together. And then essentially you have that, which this will become the turret to his tank mode. We'll put that aside for now. The next thing to do is you could pull out this back piece. As you can see, it comes out. And then once you pull that out, this top part here, it kind of comes out. And then the next thing to do, you can take this part that you just took out of the tank threads, and it goes here. And then essentially, then the gun here, you can put in, and then you have the tank turret. You can see it there. So we'll put that aside for now. As you guys can see, this guy is pretty much sort of like a parts former. And then, so once you have these two together, these are the arms, if you recall, and you kind of just tab them in there, and there you go. So he's starting to come together. The next thing would be to pull out the legs. Again, very similar to 6-gun. And on 6-gun, you could do the same thing, pull his legs out. You turn this around if you like, just for the sake of the transformation. Turn the head around and just tuck this back. And then essentially you have that. We'll move on to the legs here. And this ankle rocker thing, so you just pull them out. Same thing here on the other leg, you pull that out. And this you tuck in here. You'll see it. And once you turn them this way, you can kind of start to see the tank portion coming together. So now you're going to take these, and you'll see a tab here, or that goes in here. And essentially, you're just going to kind of move this out, kind of put them in there. It's a little hard to get it in, but there you go. Once you get that tabbed in, it's kind of in place already. And then you do the same thing. There's a tab there, it goes into that hole, and there you go. And then you can sort of move this down to get it in place. And as you guys could see, he's coming together. Then this front section, which was the torso, you'll see the two holes here, and there you go. And essentially this, you kind of just turn. Make sure it's tucked in there. And here's Slammer in his tank mode. Again, like I said, because he's very modular, a lot of the transformation is taking things apart and taking the arms, the legs, the torso. He pretty much comes into pieces, but I do think the tank mode does come very well put together. And the tank itself, you can move this slightly. Granted, you could see this coming out right here, but you can move this up and then down. And it does have some movement left and right, but not too much, because it'll start taking things apart. But I think as far as the tank mode itself, it's really nice. You guys could see them there. And I know for Metroplex, these guys, 6-gun and I believe Slammer used to, at least on the old toy, I was under the impression that they were part of Metroplex at some point. I haven't yet played around with this guy to see how he fits in with Metro, but maybe one of these days. But I think as far as the toy itself, the tank, I really do like it. I guess not so much a negative, but I think it's just the nature of the toy, the fact that it's just taking parts apart and sort of reattaching them in different configurations. But it's not a bad toy in my opinion. I like it. Again, it's really nice. And then what we can do is maybe I'll bring some things out in vehicle mode. All right, guys. So vehicle mode. He does one thing I forgot to mention. He does have wheels here, so he can roll. And this section here also moves. So if you wanted to get him rolling, he can. And then I don't have a lot of vehicle mode right now, but here he is next to pipes. So you could see, I guess the scaling. I guess if you want to get technical, pipe should be smaller, right? But hey, Transformers. So there's that. So you guys could see them, how they look together in vehicle mode. The other guy that I have on vehicle mode is here's Scamper. And I think this would be more in scale, right? You'd think a tank would be much bigger than a car. Granted, I think they should be about the same size in the cartoon, but I don't recall exactly. So this is the Scamper that came with Generations Metroplex. I know he was a tiny little guy that came in there to sort of give the bigger scale to Metroplex, and there's his head. But just wanted to show that so you guys get an idea of the, at least with the ones I have handy, you guys could see the difference in sizes. Okay guys, so back to this robot mode, which I do like a lot. Not necessarily, I guess, anything bad, but just the nature of the transformation, him being modular and taking things apart could be seen as a negative, but I will more than likely keep this guy in this robot mode, which I am okay with. I'm very happy. He's very poseable. I do have a couple of robots here. Sorry, transformers. So here's with pipes. I got both of these via BBTS just recently, but just want to show you there so you could see how they scale wise. The other main guys that I have, and these are probably the guys I'm going to display him with in addition to Metroplex. Here he is next to his mate 6 gun. So you guys could see how they look there. And this is the main reason why I sort of wanted to get Slammer and also 6 gun. Just wanted to have them along with my Metroplex, which I already have. And then the last guy would be this guy, Scamper, which I guess now Scamper may come off as a little too small. So I guess we'll see whether they will release perhaps a bigger size Scamper. But what you're seeing right now on screen is the main reason why I wanted to have all 3 of these together. Again, being a completionist of Transformers G1 specifically. But overall, I would say the toy is really nice. You know, if you're a fan of Scamper and Metroplex and, you know, Slammer is definitely, I think, a good toy to get. But overall, very happy with it. And I will just leave you with, you know, the display and how he will look like with Metroplex. All right, guys, so just to close the video, here is Slammer. And this is how I'm going to be displaying him alongside with Metroplex. I think I'm very happy with this figure. I'm glad the Hasbro made it. Maybe they'll look to redo Scamper. I know they are doing, I think maybe a different version of Metroplex. But you guys can see him there. And that's sort of what he looks like with Metroplex there. There's a Scamper. And there is a 6 gun, and that's pretty much how I'll be sort of displaying Slammer with Metroplex. But overall, very happy with this figure, and that's pretty much it. Any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a note in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you for your time. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.